examine the digital and the online behavior of source markets that are important for Greece. This year we will start with an interesting country, which is Turkey, that has become an important source market, not only for Thessaloniki and northern Greece but, and the islands, but gradually they're spreading all over our country. So Mr. Vadi from Dekatlon is the right man to speak to us about the digital environment of Turkey. His agency is the biggest one in Turkey, and he has clients as Turkish Airlines, the Turkish National Tourist Board, and others. So he will give us some insights on the digital Turkey. Thank you very much for coming, Vadi.
Yes,
the floor
thank you,
is
Mr.
yours.
Panos. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very happy to be here. And it's been a very nice event since yesterday. I've been following up the panels, and I'm glad to be here. I'm enjoying Athens as well. So today I'm going to speak about the digital and tourism ecosystem in Turkey, give you some tips and tricks, some recent facts. Also, this will be my personal opinions. I'm a marketing and a technology guy, an entrepreneur, and our agency provides services to several clients. We are based in Istanbul, but we develop a lot of projects around the world. This is the fun part of tourism, actually. We travel a lot, we see a lot, and we meet exciting people around the world. So I will be here after the speech. If you want to meet me, don't hesitate. Let's talk about also tourism and digital ecosystem. So my presentation is about market-focused Turkey. So I put the Turkey Home logo here. Did you notice it in tourism expos or around the world? Did you see Turkey Home logo? It's been used since 2 years. It's the new marketing campaign for Turkey for destination marketing and tourism. Turkey also has another campaign, Turkey Discover the Potential. It's for business, but Turkey Home logo is more for hospitality tourism and for destination marketing worldwide. So I put this into my presentation. And okay, so I brought cheers from Istanbul to you. How many people went to Istanbul here before? I think a lot of people. Or you know the Istiklal Street, or the Istiklal Street is the most famous street. So our office is in Istiklal Street, right in the heart of Istanbul, and it's a young people working in the agency. We are more than 60 people right now. It's a dynamic digital team. I believe the digital ecosystem is like young people. It works 24 hours. You need to be careful what people are telling, what people are engaging. So we are all young people, very ambitious and doing work for our clients, and so I added some facts about our company and clients, so because we didn't meet before, so you can understand what I'm doing, and then when I go to the case studies, we can combine it, okay? So we are an interactive company, interactive marketing company, and we develop social media tracking, analysis, PR, and creative work. And the benefit of this for tourism industry, I will show you some case studies, what Turkey does to the world, and what we do to bring people to Turkey, okay? To also with airline and to the hotel industry. And do you work with digital agencies right now? Like, I'm sure there are here hotel chains. Do you have your own social media team? How many people have here their own social media team here in the hotel? Not that many, or you have an maybe in-house person, like digital marketer. The digital ecosystem is so like variety. You can find people we call ninjas. They can care for your social CRM, creative production, PR, technology products, planning. So we saw so many panels here. Everybody talks about some different aspects using with technology. So I believe it would be great to make some in-house people in the team. So we provide different clients like GSM company, fashion company, and electronics company. But the most exciting and fun work is for Turkish Airlines, Rixos Hotels, and Turkey Home Tourism with this. Because it's a human business, it's a hospitality business, and social media is also a human environment. Okay, it's technology, you use hardware, you use software, but at last it's a communication business. So what we plan, we always plan for human beings, okay? So this was us. And the outline for today, I'm going to tell you about the Turkey Home campaign, what Turkish tourism is all about right now. There is what the recent numbers are. And also I'll give you some information about the airline industry and the hospitality industry and give you some examples. So if you think about Turkey, it's a digital country. What I mean with the digital country is the country is very engaged. The people are very engaged. We love to use mobile services, location-based services. We love to check in. For example, I controlled Swarm and Foursquare when I came here. There were like 2-3 people using it. Did you hear about Swarm or Foursquare? It's a location-based service to share your place. We use this with hotel chains a lot. Location-based services is very important for destination marketing, I believe. So when you go to Turkey, you will see a lot of people with their mobile phone checking in and showing what they are, where they are, and what they're doing. Let's say they say, I'm in the airport flying to there, or they share, I'm in the shopping mall, I'm in the restaurant, I'm in this prestigious hotel. So they like to show off. Turkish people like to use the location-based services. We are the second country in the world after United States using the location-based services. Yes, you can get the data from Foursquare and Swarm. It's like they have an office in Istanbul. So after that, you can use, like we can say, the mobile and location-based consumption is very high, and that's why also the telecommunication sector is good with Turkcell, Vodafone, and Avea, and Turkish Telecom. And there is a very big video consumption in Turkey, and people love to watch videos, people love to watch TV shows. I think also Greek people love to watch Turkish TV shows, am I right? So it's a good excuse to come together and exchange information. Yesterday I was with some Greek friends for the dinner, and we talked about the TV shows as well. Also drank some ouzo and rakı melon. Yeah, it was really good. I didn't try it before, so it was really good experience. So we have common points for this. And high video consumption, location-based, and social and connected. People love to get social and connected. You know, like you normally get social in a coffee shop, and here we use social media a lot. And I think for marketing, the most important thing in Turkey is people love celebrities and influencers. So we use a lot of influencers in our campaigns, not only for tourism industry, also for different industries, different sectors. When you develop a campaign with an influencer, with a celebrity, you get really a lot of engagement. It's different in different countries. For example, in Germany, people do not react to celebrities that much. But in Turkey, people react a lot, and they love to be influenced by the people. And I'm going to give you some numbers from 2015. And we have around 40 million people actively using internet and the social media accounts. It's like more than the half of the country and the population. And the mobile connections, around 70 million people using the mobile phones and the connections. And the half of this population uses active social media accounts. And there is a info from Facebook that half of the population logs into Facebook via mobile phones every day. It's a crazy statistic. And when we currently look at the tourism information, facts and figures, we see, just to give you some information, 42 million tourist arrivals. This is the statistics of last year. And Turkey is the 6th in world ranking by arrivals of the people. And there are $36 billion generated. It's the 12th world ranking. So I was consulting the Turkish Tourism Board last year to start the digital operations and social media team in-house. And now we are working with different projects I'm going to show you. Our first mission was to increase this number. Because you see, we are the 6th most arrival tourist country in the world, but we are 12th in the revenue generation. This means the other countries with less tourists make more money. So our first mission was to bring the tourists to make more consumption and more revenue and provide better services and quality marketing. That was our goal. And when I see the up-to-date information right now, we can see France, United States, Spain, China, Italy, and that was the recent year's data. And I can also show the presentation afterwards to share with you. And when we now see as on a qualitative look, we see the Turkish tourism is now closing with 41 million tourists. There is, for example, the ruble crisis in Russia affected Turkish tourism this year. Because of the crisis in Russia, a lot of people from Russia and Ukraine are visiting Turkish coasts. There is a decline in the visiting of Russian people, and the crisis affected Turkish tourism. Did it also affect Greece tourism? Of course, because it's similar destinations. People like Greek Riviera, Greek islands, Turkish Riviera. So there is a fall in the Russian market, but now also in hotel chain and the airlines industry, we invested more in the Middle East market, also in the Kazakh market, for example, similar geography and culture, but different economy. So there is a rise in Kazakh people and Arabic people, or people from Middle East, and also people from Balkans are coming more to Turkey, and there is a rise in German and UK people. It's so the gap is going smaller again, and it will be a rise hopefully next year. So the decrease was 4.4% in this year. So hopefully it will rise again, because there was a constant rise. This is the recent numbers. And at the moment, German tourists are the most people coming to Turkey. It was Russian people. And interesting statistic for Greece is the cruise tourist traffic is rising. And there was a regulation from Greek government. Turks can now get easily visa to get cruise to Greek islands. So there are around 102,000 people. Now last year it was 70,000 people who came to Greece, Greek islands with a cruise boat. There is a boom in this number, and now we have 120,000 people capacity to bring to Greece, Turkish people, and the Turkish tour companies are trying to fulfill it. This is an opportunity, I think, the cruise tours. And I was telling you the people from Middle East are now coming more to Istanbul and the other Turkish cities, especially northern Turkey is now a big destination for people from Middle East. Did you ever been to Karadeniz, like Trabzon or the northern Turkey, Rize? You can maybe visit because it's famous with nature, very green, and the nature tourism is now booming for Middle East, and it's an interesting destination. You might check it out. So like the western Turkey and southern Turkey is more like sea and sun, but the northern Turkey is more like more wet, more rain, and more green. So it's a good destination for people who are more into like warmer countries with less green characteristics. And I was telling you about the shows, so it's also topping in Latin America. And so I was in Brazil a couple of months ago, and people were talking about the shows as well. And it became the second biggest show economy in the world after United States, these Turkish TV shows. And are there any questions? By the way, you can I can try to answer, or maybe after the presentation. Okay. When we talk about Turkish tourists, like where Turkish people go, like we were talking about what people come to Turkey, we will see this is the data from Skyscanner 2015. Turkish people search for flight ticket and for hotels. Germany, United Kingdom, USA, Italy, Spain, and Greece is the sixth country. Also Russia, Holland, France, and Thailand. So this is the most recent numbers from Turkey. And I was telling you about the cruise. The cruises were for Mykonos, Piraeus, Santorini, and Rhodos. But now Syros and Naxos are also added to the cruises. And are there any company here who hosts the cruise tourists from Turkey? Are you like happy with the recent numbers and so? No? Okay, I'm skipping. And what Turkish people want to go and to stay, this is from Hilton statistics, is Paris, Rome, London, Venice, and Dubai. And the countries are Italy, Spain, and United States. So it was the survey from last year. So we see it's like continental Europe and also like Middle East and the United States. And these are also some facts. The most visited cities, it's from Pronto Tour, one of the major tour organizations. There were more than 400,000 nights booked from this tour company from Turkey, and the most was in Rome and then Prague and Barcelona. So we see the continental Europe is still in like trend. I think there is a potential to penetrate much more for Greek islands and also different like alternative tourism. And the most visited country is Italy, and there is a trend now to road trip in Balkans. It's like people made 4,000 kilometer road. We also have a project for promoting Balkans. I will show it to you. And the thing is, Turkish people book in the normal reservation time. They don't do early booking, they don't do much last minute. So most of them book the normal reservation period. And we say the food and cuisine is very important for us. And the Mediterranean character, which means like being hospitable, being warm, talkative, and smiling, is very important also for our own people. And the weather is also very important, which we have like great weather here in Athens. And I'm like, since 3 days, I'm messaging my friends, I got my sunglasses on, I'm very happy. This is like daily communication for Turkish people, and my friends tell me, oh, you are a very lucky man, I would love to be there. So weather is very important for us, and it affects our psychology a lot. So, this is the case study document for Turkey tourism strategy, okay? The startup strategy in just one document. Of course, you cannot give the whole strategy in 1 minute with one document. But when we sum it up, we have, this is to show in the, like, because it was my company's work, I show it in the presentations as a case study and so on. Let's sum it up. The project was the Turkey Home Digital Project, promoting Turkey as a premium tourism destination, like I was told, to get the revenues higher, worldwide. So we have 40 target countries. And these 40 target countries, we have the media budget, outdoor, digital, and everything. For example, there was the Anzac Day in New Zealand and Australia. When Anzacs were in Turkey, they are memorizing the day. And we had a promoted tweet in Australia and New Zealand that day. It was in the target countries, and we said, okay, we are with you in the Anzac Day, and this was targeted just to Australia and New Zealand. Or during another day, like in Ramadan, for example, we target like United Arab Emirates and Lebanon, and then we say, you want to come to Turkey for Ramadan, for your iftar, and so it's like we target different countries, these 40 countries focused, and develop different communication strategies for each market. We started with English communication in digital. We didn't start with different languages yet. The platforms we picked was the mass platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Google+. And also, we work with tourism platforms like TripAdvisor, and we work with like other niche platforms to create more niche projects, and also with influencers. So this is the social media, and the strategy is, in just one sentence, position Turkey as more than a destination for sea and sand, like the northern Turkey, and by focusing its rich cultural and gastronomic heritage, as well as modern offerings including congress tourism, urban life, and multicultural character. So we see here, we have the sea, we have the famous historical wrestling from northwestern Turkey, we have the nature, we have dolma and sarma, which you like also, and we have like a cat. This is cat from Van. It's like, it has a green and a blue eye, so it's famous, different character. We have the tram from Istiklal Street, and we have the video channel, we have the Summer in Turkey campaign with hashtags. So it's like different platforms with a lot of different communication daily. You can check it out. You can Google Turkey Home, and you will see turkeyhome.com, and go in and you will see all the social media platforms, okay? And you will see that it covers the history and time lapses, creative videos. For example, home off means Turkey is hospitable country, and for example, when we talk about sailing, we say Turkey is home of sailing, and then communicate over the niche platform. And also like home of two continents, which mean, you know, when you are in Istanbul in Turkey, you bring Asia and Europe together. It's like we have some connecting points for the target audience we use. And the customized YouTube channel was one step, because at the moment the digital consumption is going from text and picture to video consumption. So here there are special productions, shootings around Turkey, and producing in English for worldwide, also with famous celebrities, and also just food, and for example with a chef or a tour guide. Content production goes more to video, so we partnered here with Google to create a special software to make more like video, and you have to dedicate some budget to them to spend on YouTube, and then they support you for the development and everything. So you can check this out, because not many companies do this, because you need to spend a lot of budget for that, and we did this development. Okay. So this was the project, the first project we did for Turkish Ministry of Tourism. We focused on the food. It was called Gastrohunt. We have the famous chef here. He is really well known, very like talkative guy. He is making TV programs. He has his own restaurants in Istanbul. So we picked this guy. He was a really good face, and he's really sociable. And then we invited different influencers from all around the world. One of them is the food writer in New York Times. The other one is a very famous food blogger from Eastern Asia, China, and the other one is from Vienna, more like continental Europe. So we picked the influencers, we bring them to Turkey, and our chef took them all around Turkey for 1 week, and we tasted all the different food around Turkey, which was, for example, in Western Turkey we had more like a big breakfast and more fish, and in Southern Turkey we had more kebab and more sweets. And when they returned back to Istanbul, we had more like older cuisine, like Ottoman cuisine, and we had modern Turkish food. We had a night out in a club. So during 1 week, they experienced all this stuff, and they shared through their social media channels, and we had our production team touring with us. It was a 360 project with video shooting, with Instagram sharing, YouTube channel, and tweeting, these people never stop. They always engage, and people say, oh, okay, you are eating dolma, I want one of these. He says, okay, ask Arda, you can get it in this restaurant. The best fish is, like, you know what I mean? It was a 1 week journey experiencing Turkish food all around Turkey, and it was all real time. This is the most important point. We now do it real time, so people can engage and react. And they say, for example, oh, next time please eat this for me, and then we do it and share it and engage with the people during the project. And this was for the tourism ministry, and now I'm talking about a hotel chain we are working with, Rixos Hotels. Did you hear about Rixos Hotels? Rixos? Rixos is in Turkey and in Switzerland, Dubai, Sharm el-Sheikh, and Russia. So a global hotel chain, and ranging from Europe, Turkey, Middle East, and it's a regional hotel chain. And for Rixos Hotels, we currently provide content and creative marketing in 5 languages at the moment. We just added Arabic to the content marketing. So we have Russian, German, Turkish, English, and Arabic marketing. After we changed the strategy to invest more in the Middle East after the Russian crisis, so we more focused on the Middle East and in their own language as well. So here we use the platforms. In addition to these main platforms, we also added VKontakte and Odnoklassniki, which are popular platforms in Russia, and we use their own APIs and also Russian and Ukrainian content. And here we focus on the moments in the hotels, different hotels. Every hotel has its own audience. So we have social media accounts for each of the hotels, but we also have the main headquarter account where we engage with all the different hotels. For example, every hotel has its own timing. Like the Switzerland hotel has more winter tourism, but the Dubai hotel is more like honeymoon and more like sand and sea. And the Antalya hotel is, for example, it's more on the coast, but in Istanbul there is a city hotel. So every hotel has its own target audience. We control and consult all the hotels, their own social media operation. They have their in-house people to develop content. We provide the guidelines, we send them, we give them guidance. The most important thing here is every hotel should care for the communication and digital strategy in their own, because it's a 24-hour job. Like I told, it's a very young people's job. You need to care like every day. And we try to get in touch with all the people before they arrive to the hotel, while they are in the hotel, and after they leave the hotel. So it's like our own media should be very responsive, and not just on the promoting like good prices, not just on the promoting good food. We need to take care of the people. So not just the agency, we are very close with the in-house team in the hotel in this communication process. And we also have some creative and fun projects. For example, in the Valentine's Day, we developed a worldwide project. We called it Love Moments because we focus on the moments in Rixos. Love Moments was covering different occasions in different hotels. In this project, we picked different occasions from each hotel where the visitors can have some romantic fun moment with their loved ones, also with their family. It was more like a Valentine's destination, so it was couples private ski lesson. You cannot get this in Dubai, unfortunately, or in Antalya. But when you enter this, you will see it's from the Rixos Hotel Switzerland. And if you wanna live this moment with your loved one, please share it on Facebook or Twitter. Go and tell your loved one, your partner, your wife, and then we are going to make it come true. This was the promise of the campaign. And everybody was happy in the group because each hotel could see something of their own in the project. This was very important because we wanted to get the support of every hotel. If we just do it on our own brand, so if there are hotel chains here, if we just do it on our own brand, the hotel managers, don't engage that much. They engage, but if we want to take their attention much more, we put something from their own hotel. So everybody was happy. They see some wine and dine, beach, and everything. So it was really a successful campaign. It's still on. You can check it out. Rixos Love Moments. It's not active, but you can see the occasions and the design and the interaction and send it to your friend. And I was telling about the niche operation with the Russian channels. So we have partnered here. We had a big launch in Moscow. So what we do is not only in our hotel, we can engage with the audience in their own destinations. So we went to Moscow, we had a big party there with all the tourism people and the sector. And in the event, we put a green box and some fun stuff so that people engage during their party. And then we connected it with WeContact and they could automatically share it in social media. This was a very simple project, but I put it into the presentation, so I show you we don't need to engage only on the hotel or in the platform with the mass. We also like develop small occasions and then get it into social. So we give people the fun moment and engagement to the brand as well. So you know ITB and Arabian Travel Market, or there was the WTM in London a couple of weeks ago. So it's also you can use technology to engage with the visitors and different occasions. And this is Turkish Corporate Club. It's a different case study. It's not Facebook, it's not Instagram, it's more B2B. This is the sub-brand of Turkish Airlines promoting mass tickets to the corporates worldwide. So it's Turkish Corporate Club. We use LinkedIn mostly because it's more like professional. So if you are interested, you should add me on LinkedIn. I heavily use LinkedIn. I add every contact which we can cooperate somehow. So there is a huge community in LinkedIn where people want to develop business. So we picked also LinkedIn ads in this strategy. So Turkish Corporate Club was more like about benefits. For example, if you invest more than $30,000 in a year for flight tickets, you book it, and then you get flexibility in your ticket. You can change your ticket without adding more money, and you can get more baggage. There are some basic rules. It's a loyalty program. So we put it more into professional channels. And this is a destination marketing campaign with storytelling. And here, the brand is more focused, Turkish Airlines, but it's more about the story of people. Widen your world is the motto of the airline company, and so we wanted to pick different stories, different interesting stories from all around the world. It's not promoting Turkey, it's not promoting Istanbul. It even promotes Rio de Janeiro, Tokyo, and Congo, Kinshasa. So we made movies of people who made a breakthrough in their life with interesting stories. So it's like a 5-minute films. For example, the Tokyo film talks about the story, real story of Paul Smith, the guy who moved to Tokyo from London and spent 20 years there. He mastered in Japanese and became a master of katana. And he's an English guy living in Japan and a master in Japanese sword. We are promoting it in Asia Pacific and connecting it with the Asian people also in Europe. So the most important thing in this story is that people get engaged. And for example, this band from Africa, they have some disabilities. All the band have disabilities, but they made a breakthrough with their music and they are touring all around the world. They cannot walk, one of them is in a wheelchair, they cannot walk, but they are touring the world. So it made great impact in the people to give them courage and passion. This is more like a storytelling project. And maybe we can find great stories in Greece, in islands. People are interested in people. So, and when we give them the stories, they come to our destination to check out. Like, I know a lot of people asking me near to my apartment in Istanbul, tourists come and ask me, where is the Museum of Innocence? Because they read Orhan Pamuk's novel, and they want to go to the museum. I say, okay, go to the streets and turn left. It's like we see the motivation in the stories. Stories are very powerful. So they come and ask to see the museum. And so we give them the stories and material. It's like mythology. Right? It's very strong for Greek tourism. So yesterday evening I went to Parthenon and so, and to explore all the history and the mythology. Okay, I'm getting it. Okay, you will like this one. This is a campaign where we make for Turkish people to send them to Balkan countries. So we don't only promote Turkish destination or hotel or Turkish Airlines. We promote the Balkan destinations. It's called 4 Seasons in Balkans. And the motto of this project is, it's so, I cannot tell it in English. There is a word in Turkish, it means similar, and it also means nearby, okay? So we say it's so similar and nearby as a motto. It means when you go to Balkans, it's very nearby. You can fly there quickly, you can go there for the weekend, you can easily reach these destinations. And it also means it's so near to our culture and the people, the hospitality. So we inspire Turkish people with this project to go to Moldova, Romania, Bosnia, and Albania, and Bulgaria, Montenegro, Croatia. Each season, 4 seasons, we promote different destinations. We tour with the production team, put it into, we have this young couple, where the Turkish people can empathize because this is our target audience. Greece is not in this project because it belongs to the Southern Europe section of Turkish Airlines. So we promote Greece destinations with France and Italy and you know what I mean? So this is a destination marketing project for Turkish people to go to the Balkans. And it's also in the TV and in the radio, so maybe you can be inspired. And the last thing I'm going to show you, this is a very hot trend right now, and this is all about YouTube people. You watch YouTube channels? There are now celebrities, the modern time celebrities, they have their own YouTube channels and they provide content daily basis. So we invited 10 people from all around the world. It's called Fortune Traveler. They fly to Istanbul, we met in Istanbul, and then we sent them to 10 different countries with planes. And they have their own cameras and their own team with them, especially 2-3 people maximum. They make some adventures, live them and share it. One is in Bangkok, one is in Dubai, one is in Athens. So we sent them and they make their own stories. So this is more like freedom in the creative space. If you work with more like influencers, they have their own followers to communicate and their own production. And then as the second project, we invited 10 different YouTubers this year. It's a project with Turkish Airlines and Ministry of Tourism. We brought 2 parties together, and then we called 10 people from all around the world and then sent them to 10 different Turkish cities. So they made videos in Cappadocia, in Antalya, in like Izmir and Bursa and so. So we started with different world destinations with airline, and then with the Ministry of Tourism we focused on Turkey.